A deal for Microsoft to buy TikTok could reportedly be signed and sealed within the next 3 weeks. According to CNBC, the two sides have not landed on a price, but the popular video sharing app could sell for anywhere between $10 and $30 billion. As part of the deal, Microsoft says it will transfer all of TikTok's code from China to the U.S. within 1 year. President Trump gave TikTok's parent company until September 15th to sell the app to a U.S.-based company, or he threatened to move forward with his plan to ban it for security reasons. The president said this week the U.S. Treasury should get a cut of the acquisition. It is unclear if that is even legal. With TikTok's future uncertain, Facebook and Instagram are hoping to take advantage of the situation and draw away some of its users. On Wednesday, Instagram announced it would be rolling out a new short-form video extension called Reels in more than 50 countries around the globe. Much like TikTok, Instagram Reels allows users to create 15-second video clips set to music. In addition, it allows its users to edit audio and add visual effects to the video to be shared across Instagram's platform. CNET senior producer Dan Patterson joins us now. Hi, Dan. So, as expected, TikTok has called out Facebook for launching another copycat product. What's the real difference between TikTok and Reels?
Well, one is the world's hottest social media platform, and the other is owned by Facebook. Look, TikTok has, at least just in the United States, about 100 million active users. All of ByteDance, as the parent company for TikTok, all of their active users globally is about 800 million. Now, of course, Facebook is no stranger to having lots of very engaged users, but they've rolled out similar platforms before. Lasso, a previous TikTok clone that Facebook released, just kind of sputtered out of the gate. And this is something you do in tech. You try something. If it doesn't fail, they sunset the app. So Lasso just didn't work. Reels, though, seems to have an advantage that Lasso didn't, which is it is built directly into Instagram, and Instagram remains incredibly popular.
Right. And so, we mentioned that President Trump has threatened to ban TikTok over alleged national security concerns. Could this have influenced the release of Reels? Do you think Facebook said, hey, there could be a void in the market, we better jump in soon?
It is. Facebook certainly identified a void in the market, and likely they were developing Reels for quite a bit longer than this political announcement that's happening. At the same time, while it really wouldn't be fair to speculate what's going on, the timing here really seems pretty interesting. I mean, at the same time that TikTok is under heavy fire, Facebook has decided to release a competitive product. Again, I don't want to speculate. My guess is that Facebook has had this running for or building for a long time, and that the timing is just really opportune for them to release this.
And speaking of interesting timing, just last week, Dan, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg testified before Congress and was questioned about his company's efforts to stifle competitors. And then, of course, this week, Reels. Instagram released a direct competitor to an already thriving app. What makes Instagram think they can do TikTok better?
One word, Tanya, and that's scale. Look, TikTok is incredibly popular. It has 100 million users, but Instagram is even more popular. So I think that one of the things that we should always pay attention to when we look at tech platforms is how scale is used to leverage new products. So think of this kind of like in politics, right? The advantage of being an incumbent is that you have the intention of your entire base. So the same thing kind of happening here, where if you release an app that is a competitor to TikTok in the consumer environment at large, what kind of traction do you imagine that would get? Not a ton. But if you release a competitor on top of a platform that already has hundreds of millions of incredibly active users and is built for video, well, I mean, you can see that the advantages are pretty clear.
So, Dan, a recent Tech Transparency Project report found an issue with Instagram's related hashtags feature. It revealed that the platform had disabled tens of thousands of hashtag pages that were negatively tied to President Trump. but still displayed similar pages against Joe Biden. How has Instagram addressed this issue?
Well, they've said that, look, this was a bug, it was a mistake in the coding, and then they've rectified the problem. Look, again, it would be unfair to speculate that this was some sort of political bias that existed within the platform. But we do know that political bias can exist in platforms. In fact, it always exists in platforms. It is nearly impossible not to program in your inherent biases. At least this is according to AI and algorithm experts at major tech firms. Last year, I sat down with the head of AI at Salesforce, and they said, look, gender bias, different types of racial and ethnic bias, certainly economic bias, and political bias does creep into algorithms. So again, there was certainly no evidence that there was, in this particular evidence, certain types of political bias hard-coded, but we know, again, at large, this does exist, it can exist, and it would be hard to imagine that a company with, again, the scale of Facebook doesn't have different types of algorithmic bias hard-coded into different components of their platform.
Got to keep watching. All right, well, Dan Patterson, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Good to see you, Tom.